Let me just gotta do the
Friday Night Flies.
Hey!
Take it away,
Whoa!
Scotty.
Welcome, Friday Night Flies. I'm Boulder, and we're here at Spud Valley Sporting Goods, 1380 Birch Street, downtown Pemberton. Come by and join us. Check out the wall behind us. We've been working hard to get this thing filled up with all your fly tying necessities.
Don't mind me. I'm on my 4th cup of coffee tonight. I'm going to go right back to my computer.
He's a little bit jacked up from sitting down behind the computer all night. But yeah, it's Friday Night Flies. We're brought to you by Pemberton Fish Finder, where Brad and I are both guides. We are the Pemberton Fish Finder. We're not guides. We are. This man is the Pemberton Fish Finder. So give us a shout. Look us up online, PembertonFishFinder.com, and enjoy the fly tonight. So it's been a while between when we took a break at the beginning of the summer to when we came back.
We've had a lot of breaks.
And we've had a lot of breaks. There's life.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so there's been a lot of flies tied in between there. So I was trying to rehash instead of just doing what we're tying right now. I'm going to start revisiting some of those ones over the summer. Yeah, that's my plan this winter.
I can't remember if we did that UV.
Because you guys always miss all our summer patterns because we're busy guiding. So
yeah, and we don't
all
stop
of our
tying.
pink salmon ones, which basically took up the whole summer this year. And
yeah, dude, that was a crazy.
There was some good dry fly fishing this year on the Burke when it finally opened.
We had a messed up year. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was a nuts one. And then you joined us again right at the tail end of the coho.
Chum salmon?
Or the chum, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, we did
the
a chum salmon sequence there with the SSG and a few other. Yeah, man, it was good.
Yeah.
Anyhow, hey, it's a great website. Check it out.
Yeah.
If you got this video, check out some more video.
Yeah.
FridayNightFlies.com.
Keep watching video.
All night long. Hey, if you break your leg or something, you're strapped up and you got your foot in the air and you can't do nothing but sit on a TV, plug in YouTube.
Plug it in. And when you want to see what all these fish or what these flies are catching, go to PembertonFishFinder.com and watch some of the videos there.
You know, or hire a guide.
See, they're all like,
yeah, exactly,
meshed in there.
Anyhow,
so,
what are we tying tonight?
Let's go down. We'll show you what we're doing here.
That wasn't really going anywhere, was it?
What's that?
It was, but it wasn't.
It was, but it was. It was information for you guys to sort through. So
plugging away.
This here is a pink salmon nymph for when the run is really thick and foul snagging becomes a problem, because you know, as soon as you start stripping anything, there's just so many salmon in there.
I don't really think people understand. If you've not seen a Squamish River pink salmon run,
yeah, you don't understand. Like,
picture yourself standing. No, you don't go to your knees because you don't need to. So you're like about mid shin deep, and you've got fish bumping into your legs because there's that many of them.
Or when I would be doing casting demonstrations to teach you how to fish, I had to do it with yarn because
no hook.
I couldn't put my hook in the water without hooking a fish. Not the right way, but there was just that many of them in there. So when that happens, we need to change our tactics. At the beginning of the season, we start with streamers and bucktails and things like that, and try to entice the fish. And then when it's thick, then we have to resort to drifting things.
Yeah, and no weight. And
no weight. Very light. Yeah, you see, real small little bead head on here.
Yeah.
So that we get takes and not foul hooks. So that's where this pattern came out of. I believe it was you that kind of sparked it, because you went over. There was a group when we were out there that were having really good success, and it was all by the mouth, and they were fishing a nymph. And so I went home and I was like, what did it look like? What did it look like? And
yeah, it was on a day off, I think it was.
Yeah, it was our day off, and we went out anyways.
I'm like, okay, this guy gave me this pattern to check it out.
So we did it, and it worked.
Like a hot damn.
Like a hot damn. So what we got here is a size 4 curved caddis hook. This one here happened to be on a specialty hook. It's a straight eye. Doesn't really matter. It's the size, and you want the good gap is what you're going for.
Yeah, we're fishing for salmon here, guys.
Not trout. Yeah,
that's right.
So yeah, it's not very often you see a hare's ear tied on a size 4 curved caddis.
I was just gonna say that.
So we got our hook in. We got our bead on there.
And it's 3XL.
It is.
Yeah, no way. That's so funny. I could tell it was pretty thick.
It's a 3XL. So we get our thread on there. I'm not going to go too far back because I don't want that polar bear pointing down. I do want it going out. So don't work it too far down. First, the tail, real simple. There's actually no rabbit in this, but it's, you know, it mimics the hare's ear styled nymph, so that's why we called it that.
Oh, and you spelled hare's ear wrong too.
Oh, probably.
Damn it!
I'm a fisherman. I'm not an English professor.
Well, hey, there's another twist in this to the name.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Here's
So
a twist.
I got my tail. I'm gonna keep it about the length of the hook. So I'm just gonna take off those couple big ones there, and it's pretty light. It's pretty sparse. I'm gonna tie it in right where we finished tying off, just like that. Nice. Just hold this stuff up. Do a couple loose wraps as you go up. It's just gonna help fill in the body. And then once you get to the bead, we'll get rid of the tags. And just give a couple of wraps and secure all this pullover down. It is pretty slippy stuff. Alright, next, ribbing. Medium copper wire, nice and beefy. Where does it start? Where does it end? Get yourself off a nice piece. If you can, it helps if you can tie this in underneath. So just put the little end under there, trap it with your thread, and work it back. And then we're just going to put that in the material holder for later. Next is we're going to use some laser dubbing, and we're going to build up this body.
You know what I didn't do tonight?
What's that?
Let's open question and answer, just in
Hey,
case
why
our
not?
homeboy
Sean Mooney.
John Mooney's in the
See if
house.
he's out there.
Which I don't know. I just see there's it's hard to tell when you've got nearly 1 million viewers a night.
Who's who?
Yeah, who's who. So, John Mooney, if you're out there, man, drop us a holla. Love to always hear from you, brother. Or whoever else is viewing. If you got some fishy questions, drop them. We'll answer them to our best, and we'll carry on with the show. Try and keep it as interesting as possible.
I keep snagging the end of my hook. Alright, so we're just going to dub this hot pink laser dubbing on here. And as we do it, we're going to build a profile. So I'm going to start thin and work up the girth towards the head.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with the pinky girthy flies tonight, man.
Steelhead season.
Yeah, true that. I wonder if this would work for steelhead.
I think it would. It's also another reason why I plucked it out of the box.
Uh-huh. Now I got you. Yeah, well, you'll find that a lot of flies don't just work for one species, man. They hammer everything, especially when it comes to salmon flies. How many times have you hooked
the
a bull
bigger
trout
fish. Yeah.
a bull trout on a salmon fly?
Yeah, quite a few times.
Rainbow trout, same thing. I mean, if you can catch rainbow with that thing, a freaking steelhead is sea run rainbow. So.
All right. All right, so we're about a bead's length away. We're just over half of that hook shaft there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up my ribbing. So I started the profile pretty small at the back and then really gained some volume as we worked up. It ain't your normal nymph. All right, so we get that up in there. Secure that in.
Oh, you're using my scissors. Are those your scissors?
Those are mine. I use the very back that doesn't really ever touch anything else. Normally I have actual wire cutters.
Oh man, I caught my kid cutting something with my fly tying scissors yesterday. Oh boy.
Murder she wrote,
You
huh?
can play with anything of mine but my frickin' fly tying scissors, man. That's war.
Leave them alone. So this stuff here is called Swiss straw. I believe you see it a lot in, I think the original salmon poacher uses that as its shell back. It's pretty neat stuff. Shiny, crinkly. But we're going to tie that in. And you see I've condensed it down so that it's the same width as the back. You should be able, when I pull this over, is be able to see some of the sides of this nymph on both sides. Now we're gonna finish off with some more dubbing.
It looks like a
Now,
Superman cape.
this is it does right now. This is where I kind of change up my dubbing style. Now I'm gonna make a dubbing loop. When you wind it on, it's really quite tight to it, so as you can see on the body. But up in this head thorax area, I want to be able to brush it out a little bit more. So I'm going to make a dubbing loop. I'm going to put a little bit of this material in there, spin it up. Now, if you're Scotty Holmes, you do it after. If you're Scotty Boulder, you do it now. This way, when you do it now, you can even off your strand as well. You can actually move this within your dubbing loop. It helps you to get nice even wraps on there. And as I do it, I'm just going to pull it back right up to behind the bead. That's it. And tie it off and get rid of the rest of it. Now that stuff's not garbage. If you know me, I like to reuse and redo. Now just pull what you can out and shove it back in your dubbing box. Waste not, want not. Alright, so I'm just going to give this a little bit more of a brush. Just get this stuff hanging down. I'm going to fold this little wing casing up and over. Get a little bit of air trapped in it, a little bit of volume. So I'm going to hold it loose, get my thread on there, use my nail to flatten her down. That's what I'm looking for.
Nice.
Couple on top, couple in front. Get it off.
But that's
Yeah.
almost like cheating, man, using that fly.
It was a good one.
It really is.
Alright, so once, twice. Head cement if you want. That's it, that's all. So you can tie quite a few of these up.
Boy, that thing is dead.
I know.
Spin it. Spin her to win it, buddy. Let's have a look at this thing.
Alright. So that's it right there.
You got to tie that in green, licking an olive too, for trout fishing this summer.
Oh, it'd be a really good one. I just got to get some other. I really like this stuff. I just need to get another color.
You know,
I got all pink colors.
Like, the wrappers out of those like
From candy.
The Christmas mint center chocolate strips.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
They're by Linds or Linds or
Yeah,
whatever.
you got it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Damn.
But that's it. That's your little pink salmon nymph.
Hare's ear spelt wrong. But yeah, we'll get that fixed up. So if you're watching this video and you look down and you're like, God, he didn't spell it wrong. It's because I fixed it. So anyhow, let's go
Thanks,
top
Brad.
the wall.
So, once again, thanks for joining us on Friday Night Flies. Join us again next time. Check out all our videos that we have archived throughout YouTube and on our website, FridayNightFlies.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Boulder. Brad's over there behind the desk. And yeah, have yourself a good night. Happy tying and love the tug.